We begin with the very latest from Ferguson, Missouri, where dozens of people were arrested overnight in the wake of the grand jury's decision not to indict police officer Darren Wilson in the shooting of black teenager Michael Brown. Angry crowds burned more than a dozen buildings, looted stores, and forced the FAA to suspend air traffic over St. Louis briefly because of gunfire near the airport. ABC's Alex Perez continues our coverage. He is in Ferguson right now with the latest. Alex, good morning.
Good morning, Amy. It has been a long night and will be a long morning for a lot of people here in Ferguson. I want to give you an idea of what many are waking up to. Take a look right next to me here. This is what's left of a strip mall. Many of the businesses, the glass windows here have been completely shattered. If you look at the far end there, the front of this building was ignited on fire by protesters overnight. It has been completely destroyed. Now, authorities say about 60 demonstrators were arrested overnight. They say more than a dozen structures were ignited, lit on fire by demonstrators, and today a big part of the day will be spent assessing the damage. Now, even at the St. Louis airport, they are expecting to have cancellations and delays today because of these protests, because of the no-fly zone that was instituted here in this area. Now, a big part of the day today will be spent assessing the damage, and also authorities will want to make sure that as night approaches today, these protests don't resume and start all over again. Amy?
All right, Alex, thanks so much for that. And protesters hit the streets in major cities across the country. They marched onto freeways and blocked traffic in Los Angeles, Oakland, and Seattle. Hundreds of people marched right here in Times Square. One demonstrator even threw fake blood on the police commissioner. And the Michael Brown shooting is not a closed case. Officer Darren Wilson could still face federal criminal charges if a Justice Department investigation shows that he intentionally violated Brown's civil rights. Attorney General Eric Holder is also investigating whether the Ferguson Police Department routinely engaged in a pattern of racial profiling and excessive force.